Hello.
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 Hello. Hi, Susie.
Hello.
Thanks for joining. Sorry we're a little late today.
Are we live on YouTube? I think so.
Tells me meeting is now
I don't think
live.
so.
Okay.
You don't think so? Why do I get these notifications before we're live?
Oh, now we are.
Okay.
Now we are. Yep.
All right.
Should we get started then?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, Kristen, if you want to give your little spiel as you do.
A little intro spiel.
Yeah.
Well, welcome anyone watching on YouTube. If this is your first time, we try to make this class accessible for anyone jumping in. If at any point things seem like confusing or you want us to go in a little bit more detail, check out our previous videos on YouTube. If you start at the very beginning, we just take you through like step by step, week by week. And as we kind of build the class, we're doing a half an hour ballet and a half an hour of Bharatanatyam. What else? I'm Kristen. I use the pronoun she, her.
I'm Jackie. I'm another ballet instructor. Kristen's our ballet instructor as well. And I also use the pronoun she, her.
I'm Anjali. I'm one of the Bharatanatyam instructors. I use the pronoun she, her.
Hi, I'm Shruti, and I'm one of the Bharatanatyam instructor, and I also go by she, her.
Hi, I'm Anita. I'm another Bharatanatyam instructor, and I go by she, her.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we started ballet last week, correct?
Correct.
So we will start with Bharatanatyam this week. We're in class 9. So as like a quick recap, if you guys have been with us in previous weeks, if you're coming back today or in general, if this is your first time, we start with something called Namaskaram at the beginning of class and at the end of class. That word may be familiar now if you've been with us for a couple of weeks. And then we usually go into something called Nade, which is to walk. And that's going to be our little exercise to get us warmed up. And then we're going to jump back into Natadavu, which is our second Adavu series that we started maybe now 1 or 2 weeks ago. So if this is your first time doing Natadavu, we'll be doing a little bit of basics. You can catch up. And if not, you can start working on some of the tips we've had in previous weeks. So we will start with Namaskaram. Everybody find a good spot in the middle. I think I am the host today. Apologies for that. Okay, so I should be spotlighted for you guys. So we'll start 2 hands at chest level. Follow along as best as you can. And I'll give you guys 3 seconds, okay? Dalangu takadimi takatatingi natom takadimi takajanu 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 tam. A little recap from previous weeks. Our standing, we kind of utilize all positions within this. So this is samam, which is your standing position. We had Adamandi, which is when your knees are turned out and you're sitting. And then we have Muramandi, which is all the way down. You come from Adamandi, which is your half sitting position, all the way down. So as you're doing Namaskaram at the beginning and end, make sure you're focusing on these positions because you kind of get a mix of all of them. So we will start at the back corner of your room. If you want to start from a corner, you can. If you want to start from the middle and come forward, you can as well. This is just walking. We've been doing this for a couple weeks now. So again, just hands behind your back straight. You want to keep your fingers tucked in, and you want to give a little bit of a spring to your step. Okay? We'll go to slower speed first. Dalangu takadimi takadadingi natom takadimi takajanu takadimi takajanu takadimi takajanu takadimi, takajanu, takadimi, takajanu, takadimi, takajanu, takadimi, takajanu, takadimi, tak. Just as an example, I usually keep on going zigzag, but today I took the last few steps and I walked backwards. When you're doing that, you want to still have a spring in your step. And if you notice, my toe rolls all the way up. And same, I step and my toe rolls up. You don't want to just be walking kind of flat-footed. You want that toe to really come up and accentuate that movement. So try it again. You can go in whatever direction and just a little bit faster. Dalangu takadimi takatadinginatom, takadimi takajanu, 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 takadimi tak. Great. Okay. We will get started with Tattaravu. I believe that Anita is dancing. Is that correct? It's a thumbs up. Okay. So I'm going to be
Wait, sorry, was that Nattaravu? Hey, Anjali, sorry. Is it Nattaravu, right? I heard it like Tattaravu. Yes. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, sorry, not Tattaravu.
Okay.
Anita, you gave me a thumbs up, right? You're gonna be dancing? Cool. Okay, so Anita will be dancing. She's the one giving you a thumbs up as she is spotlighted. Shruti will be going over the Sholukata for this. In previous weeks, we're just gonna be taking it slowly and we'll be doing a review of 1 and 2, and then we'll move on to 3 and 4. So Shruti, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, Nattaravu is basically like lifting your leg and placing it on the sides. Anita, if you want to just like, yeah. So as you kind of like lift it and place it, then Nade, I know like Anjali was telling you the bounce in Nade. So that actually comes in place while you're sitting in Aramandi, like when you're trying to lift your right leg and place it outside. And when you're back, you're going to stomp it like the Tattaravu. So it's basically like Thayyum, ta, ta, Thayyum, ta. And left again, Thayyum, ta, ta, Thayyum, ta. So this is like once on each side for the first Nattaravu, and for the second one, it's like 2 times on each side. It's like Talangu takadiku takata dinginatum, Thayyum tat tat Thayyum ta, Thayyum tat tat Thayyum ta, Thayyum tat tat Thayyum ta, Thayyum tat tat Thayyum ta. And while doing this, your hands should be in the Natya Ramba position when you're doing it for both the series. And Anita, do you want to just show them the mudra that you're holding right now? Yep, it's a Tripataka mudra, which we went through last class. So, yep. And the hand gestures is like, for the first one is like when you kind of like lift and place your right leg, you will have to turn your right hand, look at your right hand, and you'll have to turn it back to the right position, to the straight position when you're kind of like putting your feet back on your place. Okay. Let's do it for 8 counts and in the first speed. And it's a first Nattaravu. Talangu takadiku takatadinginatum, Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Again. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Thayyum tatta, Thayyum ta. Okay, this is the first step. Anjali, do you want to add anything to it? Or do you want to kind of keep going?
No, this is great.
I was going to say, I think the audio is lagging a little bit, so maybe I'll just try to kind of do as the beat would. But how the step goes is that Thayyum, you keep it out. Tatta, you put it in. Thayyum, you keep it out and down. So just wanted to explain and break down the Solkata there. So
Yeah, that's great. Actually, Anita, that was exactly what I was about to do. So we're on the same wavelength. And then just another thing, for those of you who are doing this for the first time today, just remember to keep that sitting position and keep your knees turned out as much as you can. Anita looks great. Okay.
Yep. Let's do the second step in Natadova. It is like 2 times on each side, and in the first beat again. Talangu takadiku takatadinginato taiyum tat tat taiyum ta taiyum tat tat taiyum ta taiyum tat tat taiyum ta taiyum tat tat taiyum ta. Again, taiyum tat tat taiyum ta taiyum tat tat taiyum ta taiyum tat tat taiyum ta taiyum tat tat taiyum ta. Good job, guys. Okay.
Can I just add one
something
thing? We may have the same thing, Anita. One thing I was just going to note, and we talked about this last week, but I'm watching Anita do it, and she's doing it really well, is she's picking up her foot and placing to the side. And when she picks her foot up, she hinges by the knee. She doesn't lift the whole quad up. She doesn't, yeah, she kind of just that, yeah, she doesn't do that. She just by the knee pulls back and then goes. So you do want to kind of fold and put your foot out with intention. But you just want to make sure that you're not like hiking the whole leg up. So I don't know if that's what you were going to say, but.
No, I was just going to say modifications too. If you feel like you can drop the hands and just focus on your feet. If you feel like you really need to keep your form, you don't want your hands, that's fine. If you don't want to turn your head, that's also fine. I just want to emphasize, kind of do it at your pace and do what feels right for you. So.
Yeah, I would agree on that. I think we should, to kind of like maintain the R&D initially and to kind of like get the step, I would kind of like recommend you guys to have your hands on your hips while you're kind of like lifting and placing. And once you kind of like get control on your body on not moving up and down and you're just kind of like sitting in the R&D position, then I would recommend you guys to go with the hands.
Yeah, I think beginners, it's very easy to lose, even if you're not. I think part of it is if you're not hinging as much, it may be easy to teeter from side to side. So I agree with what Shruti says there.
Awesome. Anjali, do you want to go to the third step or do you want to kind of like do it once again, like first and second together once?
We can go over third today, I think, and then we can find them together. I'm not sure out of the two of you who is saying this time.
Either third.
Continuing with selective, but I think if you want to demonstrate third and fourth, then Julie.
Okay. No problem. So I'm spotlighting again. So just like Anita showed you, the third and the fourth, we'll just do maybe the third today, I think, in light of time. You're still going to be in that position of Adamandi, and your hands are going to be in Natyaramba position with your Tripataka, which is your ring finger bent down. But let's just drop the hands for a second and keep them here. The third one, what you're going to do is you're going to have your toe behind your leg, and then you're going to come back out and you're going to stamp. Okay, so what that's going to look like total is you're going to have 1 foot to the right, 1 foot
3, 4,
and then you're going to come back on your right foot. So when you're doing your right side, it's going to be right out, left out, you're
right back,
right toe. Yeah, you're going to stamp on your left leg. So this is kind of like if you're doing it at home, it's a little hard to show. I guess you're still staying pretty much sitting. You don't want to come up. You want to stay sitting. Of course, you'll be bouncing a little bit. And then you want to put your weight back on your left foot to raise your right leg and place out and back. Okay? On the left side. Yep.
Anjali, I was going to say, can you show that foot position just around so people can see how it looks in the back?
Correct. It'll look like this. Just trying to lift my dress up. So basically your right foot comes up and you're still sitting. So if you're an Aramandi, all it would be like is this. all this is you put the toe back. So you want to keep that heel rise. You don't want it to be flat. You can see that well. You don't want it to lose that shape. You want it to be up, but you still want to be sitting. Okay, on the left side, again, Adamandi, you take your left foot and you put it behind your right leg, and that toe comes up, or the heel comes up, I guess. Okay, so again, on the right side, that's out to the right, back, out to the left, back. Take your right foot and place it behind the left, and again, the heel comes up. Stamp on your left, bring your right foot out again, and stamp, okay? On the left side, that would be to the left, bring it back. To the right, bring it back. Take your left leg now, place the toe behind the right foot, stamp on the right, bring the left foot out, and now bring it back. So kind of a few different steps. This is a lot of balance. If you haven't done this before, it's really easy to sit for this and then come up here. You want to maintain sitting as much as possible, but you really already know half of this step because, again, the first and second Nataravu is this side to side. Anything I'm missing should be Arnita. We'll maybe put hands for now.
I think we're good. Nope.
Okay, why don't we do that really slow with Sholukata?
Okay.
So it would be the same. What Shruti will say for you is Teyum Tata, Teyum Ta, Teyum Tata, Teyum Ta. So it's kind of like you're still giving each of those words a beat.
Yep.
In case it lags, I guess.
Okay, we can take it really slow. Talangu takatiku takata dingina tom tayum ta ta tayum ta tayum ta ta tayum ta. Left side tayum ta ta tayum ta tayum ta ta tayum ta. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Everybody got it. Do you guys have any questions on this? All right, then we'll do this again 4 times totally, again the same speed. Talangu takatiku takata dinginatum tayum ta ta tayum ta tayum ta ta tayum ta. On your left, tayum ta ta tayum ta tayum ta ta tayum ta. On your right, tayum ta ta tayum ta tayum ta ta tayum ta. On your left, tayum ta ta tayum ta tayum ta ta tayum ta. Good job, guys. That was good.
Good. I would say we can pick up from here next week and move on today. A little bit of time we have, and a little review of head gestures and hand gestures. How does that sound?
Yep, that sounds good to me. Over to Anita.
Try to remember what you did this week. We'll be building off of this next week, so it'll be super beneficial if you kind of remember this like back footwork. Okay. I will switch over back to Anita.
All right, everybody. So we're going to do head gestures and hand gestures, both of which are really important in Bharatanatyam, as you saw from today. We use it in part of our steps as well. So we're going to start with head. And so I'm going to just go through the movements with you once, and we'll kind of do it a couple times. So first, you look straight. This is samam. Then you look up, udvahitam. Look down, adhomukam. Lolitam, you roll your neck. Dutam, you shake your head no. Kampitam cha, your head is yes. Paravrittam, you look to your right. Then ukshittam, you look to your left. And then parivagitam, you shake your head really, really fast. So let's do that a few times. So samam, udvahitam, adomukam, alolitam, dutam, kampitam cha, paravrittam, ukshittam, parivagitam. Awesome. Should I repeat that once more? Would that be helpful? Can you give a thumbs up?
I have a
Okay.
quick question.
Yeah.
I noticed that you do like a really intentional blink during certain ones, like on this one. Is that part of it?
Interesting. I actually didn't
Or
know.
is it just a beautiful thing that you add?
I don't know. Shruti and Anjali, do you want to jump in? I don't know if I just do something by habit. So
I think
No, I think it's just sorry. I think it's just that she's expressing, like she's kind of like getting into that emotion when she's doing that thing. But yeah, that head movement can be used in different expressing kind of like steps.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah, there can be different expressions, I think, for the different head movements, but there
Mhm.
may be some association or a natural one that comes over time.
Yep.
So maybe see what naturally comes to you over time.
you know I like to blink, Kristen. So
Yes, that's right. It was a choreographed blink.
I was gonna say.
Just added to the dance.
all right, let's do that once more then. Okay. Samam udvahitam adomukam alolitam dutam kampitam cha paravrittam ukshittam parivagitam. Yay! We have a few minutes left. I'm just looking at the clock, so I don't know if we'll get time for hand gestures today. If you guys want to review, it is on class 8. We went through the first half or so of hand gestures. I don't know, anything you want to note, Shruti or Anjali?
I don't know, maybe with the last couple of minutes, we can just try going through a couple of them in the beginning ones. They're usually just a few seconds each.
Yep.
I think we only went through maybe a couple last time, right?
We could go a little longer too, because we started a little late. So if you want to take more time.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I'll go through some of them. So these are hand gestures. They're single-handed gestures that are used in Bharatanatyam. And something that I mentioned last time too is to just make sure you're very intentional and kind of hold it stiff and straight. Anjali did a good job of explaining it, but like for instance, we use this hand, which is pataka and natyaramba. And this, you should feel like a tension pulling it, and it shouldn't be loose like this. So that's something to keep in mind as you go through hand gestures. So the first one is pataka, which is a flag. Then we have tripataka, which is also a flag. So you use this one in Natadava. Ardha pataka is half of a flag. Then we have kartari mukaha, which is scissors. And then we have mayura, which is a peacock. So I'm just going to review those, I think 5 or 6 first. So we have pataka, tripataka, ardha pataka, kartari, and then we have mayura. Okay, and then next we have ardha chandra, which is a half moon. And then we have arala. And last time I didn't know what this meant. This is bent, is what its meaning is. And shukatundakaha is supposed to be a parrot or a parrot's beak. So that's the next one. We go from here, arala to shukatunda. And then Yep, Mushtishta is the next one. So this is a fist. And then we have Shikara, which is a peak. So I'll just start from the beginning and go till Shikara. So we have Pataka, Tripataka, Ardhapataka, Kartari, Mayura, Ardhachandra, Arala, Shukatunda, Mushtishta, Shikara. Perfect. We're at 7:30, so I guess it's a good stopping point here.
Yeah, I think that's a good number of mudras. And then if you remember them from last week, we did a couple more. So if you bring that to next week, brownie points for you. And so we'll end with Namaskaram again. And then we'll switch over. Okay. All right, so this is exactly what we did again in the beginning. So both hands at chest level. And just as a reminder again, you don't want to keep these too close to you, but also not too far away. You want them to be just like a good distance away. Just a reminder. Okay? Talangu takadimi takatadinginatum takadimi takajanu 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 ta. Alrighty, we will switch over. Any questions? I'm looking online. Does not seem to be anything there. Anything from anyone on Zoom? All right, Kristen and Jackie, take it away.
Awesome. So Jackie, I was thinking it might be fun to do, since we did Allongé a couple weeks ago, to add in sort of like the head that goes along with it. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Awesome. So we can go through like the typical bar exercises like we've done in weeks past. And we can kind of tell you what head goes with the different exercises. And I think this is really fun because this is where like the artistry really comes in. Like this is a chance. Sometimes I think like ballet can feel a little robotic, but this makes it feel much more like a work of art. So I am thinking, typically these exercises are done where you hold one hand on a bar. So what if we put that hand like on our hip? How's that sound? And then we can have our other hand to work with. So yeah, and then maybe we could even, like, I don't know if you stand like sideways to the camera to give like a different view. I don't know if that would be any better or anything. Maybe for the head it would be. So let's start with an allongé. We always start with our hands in preparatory. So let's go ahead and put maybe the left hand on our hip and the right arm in preparatory. And essentially we're pretending that the left arm is holding on to a bar. So you always stand like perpendicular to like a wall with a bar on it, typically in a ballet lesson. And then for allongé, for like the preparation, we, as the like right hand does the allongé, you kind of like peek at the fingernails on like just the right hand. It's more of like, I don't know, an intention than like a look, if that makes any sense. So we take that breath, look at the nails. We kind of follow the nails as we come back into preparatory. We follow the hand with our eyes as it comes to first. And then we follow the hand again as it comes out to second. So essentially, when in doubt, look at your hand. So then as we go to do our pliés, we take that breath and that allongé like we talked about. And then you're still looking at your hands, but now you almost like look a little bit past your hand. And my ballet teacher always described it as like pretend like your lover is like in the distance past your hand, and you're just looking like lovingly and longingly. It's kind of weird that he always talk about your lover, but that's how he described it. So we do that allongé, take that breath, look past your hand, and then again, follow the hand as we go down into the plie. Pause here in demi-plie, the hands in preparatory. Then follow the hand as it comes up. Oh yeah, we got a little mixed up with the arms and the hands there, didn't we? Maybe just watch Jackie. Maybe that would be better. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And then for grand plie, it's similar. We look past our hands for the allongé. And then we look, we follow the fingernails all the way down into grand plie. And then we pause, or we don't pause, but there's demi-plie with the hand in first, and then follow it again to the side. Any questions on my wordy explanation before we go ahead and do this then?
I would just like to add, I'll
Yeah.
show it from the side, even though you're following your hand, your upper body still stays intact. So your shoulders should always be above your hips, hips always above your knees, knees always above your ankles. So especially in that grand plie, or anytime your hand comes down to preparatory, it's really easy to come with it. You don't. So in that grand plie, even though you're looking down, your upper body stays upright. It doesn't lean forward. So that's really important to note. Otherwise you fall over.
Is that the same in Burro Monday then? That you don't want to kind of lean forward at all, that you want to stay fully upright?
Yep, it's the same. Yep, you don't have to fall, like lean forward or backward. It's just kind of like maintaining the posture as you sit down.
Yeah, like that line of the body upright. All right, well, let's go ahead and try some plies and demi and grand plies in first and second. Let's take it really, really slow. And we'll try the arm and the head.
I'm gonna kind of face diagonally, so I hope that helps you see my head a little bit. So we'll try out this view today.
I bet that'll be perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, prep, 7, 8, demi, 1, 2, stretch, 3, 4, demi, 5, 6, stretch, 7, 8, grand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it again. Demi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Time to do second. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Time to back to first. And breathe.
Awesome. Over the, like, when you kind of look past your hand, when do you actually start looking at your hand when it comes down? Like, should you follow your hand or not? Okay. Looks like you are, I think, so.
Yeah, you follow, yeah. Okay. When I'm looking past my hand, I still can see my fingertips.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, thank you.
So we do it like on the left side now?
Yeah.
That looked really, really nice, everyone. Everyone that's on Zoom. Yeah. So then if you were in like a dance studio, you'd essentially turn around and you'd hold the bar with the other hand. So this time we'll put our like right hand on our hip and use the left arm.
1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, prep, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 100 seconds, 5, 6, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, grand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn to the first, and breathe.
To add to your question, my dance teacher always told us to, like as the arm comes down from second into first, he told us to like look at your fingernails until like you couldn't even see them anymore. We would even wait for like the second plie to kind of roll the head and look into the hand. But I would imagine that that just kind of depends on the teacher. Would you agree, Jackie? That other teachers have you kind of roll the head around a little bit sooner?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've never, it's been a long time since I've talked about the head. It's been more ingrained in my body for many, many years. So I would trust you on this one.
It's sort of like when we break it down and do it slow, we have to be like, wait a minute, what is it?
Yeah.
Because we just sort of go through it when we're used to going through the exercises a little bit faster. But that's what he would tell us. He would say, peek at your fingernails all the way until you can't anymore. And then you would kind of like roll the head around. And then you pretend that there's like a mirror in your palm and you're like admiring your beauty in your palm. Ballet, I think, is like a little narcissistic. Like it's really all about like the beauty and the gems and the sequins and the rhinestones and awesome. Should we move on to Batma Tandu San?
Sure.
So there's head positions with Batma Tandu as well. And these, I think, vary greatly by style. Susie, I imagine, have you had some ballet training before?
Just a little in kindergarten. It's been
okay.
time. I've done ballet videos though, so I know turn towards the bar first to show respect for it, all that stuff.
Okay. Well, it stuck with you. So this might, different styles do the head a little differently. So we'll go over like what my teacher did for the Vaganova method, and then we can also do others as well. So for Batma Tandu San, so Jackie is pretending that her like left hand is on the bar. She's doing that by putting her left hand on the hip. She's done her like preparation, like allongé up out to second. Then when we do Batma Tandus to the front, the head looks to the side. And my teacher always said that you don't want like any angle in it. You want it straight out to the side. I think it's almost more common to do a little bit of an angle. So I'm not quite sure why his reason for that was. I think he always wanted us to kind of like do control before we add in these like stylized things. So he had us train with like a very controlled way so that as you learn choreography and as you add more stylization, it doesn't look sloppy. I think that was his reasoning. So when you do tendus to the front, you look out to the side. And then when you do tendus to the side, you look straight to the front. And then when you do tendus to the back, you peek into your hand. So your posture doesn't tip forward. You don't want to send your hips out of alignment. The only thing that moves is your head. And again, you pretend that that little mirror is in your hand. So this time, like, you're not supposed to be checking yourself out in the mirror, but it's just really important that you like make sure that your blush is looking okay. So it's almost like you sneak a little look into your hand when we go to the back. Yeah. Anything else, Jackie?
No, I think that's good.
Is this how you did the head too, or did you do something different for tendus when you were training?
I definitely added the angle.
Yeah.
So if you notice me doing it, just know that you can do it straight or you can do it angled.
Yep. That's like that's a common thing that I've seen. I feel like we might have added that when we got more advanced. Because it's almost like a little upper body lift as well. Would you agree?
One thing you all in the audience might notice, or all of our people taking this class on YouTube and on Zoom might notice, my upper body moves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do not copy me. It's called épaulement, and it's it's advanced. So it's kind of this extra shoulder movement, and it's a small change, and so it's really hard to do. So don't follow me. I accidentally do it. It's really hard to untrain many years of doing it, but your shoulders should always stay above your hips. And you'll just notice I do like slight movement, but stay in alignment. Don't do it.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's why we kept it like really basic, and then he added that in later on. I think that was his reasoning.
Yeah, because it's really easy to make it too big and then you fall off balance. Yep. So really sticking, and it is ever so slight. It looks bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, so, it's really beautiful though, isn't it?
It is. Just
do you want to show them the tendus? Do you want to show them the tendus, Jackie, with like all the épaulement and everything?
Okay. So like
you don't have to if you don't want to.
I can't. I mean, so I would normally do like a full, like I would do full port de bras with tendus too. So that you're doing like this, and then to the side it's just like this, and to the back like that.
Yep.
But there's a slight movement. So that's if you keep coming every single week for a very long time.
We'll get to it. All right, shall we dance?
Yeah, so let's just do, so again, reminder, we're keeping our arms out. And the head goes out to the side, straight forward, and then peeking at your hand. So let's just do like 4 slow tendus on qua, so front, side, back, side. And then we'll break and we'll do the other side. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, prep, 7, 8, tendu, 1, 2, in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and close. Are there any questions before we go on to the other side? Okay. No? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, prep 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé and breathe.
Ooh, awesome. I love adding this stuff in. I think it's so great. Do we want to then continue with battement, tendu, jeté, and piqué and rond de jambes? Or should we go and do those port de bras like we've been working on?
I'm okay either way.
Either way, any preference from those on Zoom?
Either one.
Let's do port de bras then.
Okay.
Kind of go right along with what we've been working on. We can add the head into that as well. Let's start with the first vagan of a port de bras. Let's go ahead and take these kind of at an angle to the way Jackie has been doing. So we call this position croisé. I mean, typically it's croisé when we're in fifth, but can it be called croisé when we're in first as well?
I don't think so, because I think it depends on what foot is front, but facing this corner.
Can we just go ahead and do it in fifth? I don't think that's
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Go
do
ahead
that.
and do it in fifth. So the heel's gonna line up with the toe. And again, we do our typical start where we take the allongé, we follow the right hand, the fingernails, we follow the fingernails back in. We look at our palm of the right hand as it comes up, and then palm as it comes out. And then we're ready to do the first vagan of a port de bras. So as a reminder, that is we take an allongé, bring it down to preparatory, we bring it up to first, we bring it up to third, then we bring it down to second again. And the same principle applies where we follow the right hand with our eyes. So it's kind of like the same principles that we've done before applied to more movements. Should we go ahead and try it?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé 5, 6, 7, 8, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around side 7, 8, allongé 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around side 7, 8. Okay, let's do the other side.
And Susie, you can go ahead. This one's often done at center. Sometimes it's done at the bar as well, but you could even put the chair away for now if you're comfortable with that. And do it as if you're like.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 7, 8, allongé, and close.
Should we end here with reverence?
Sure. So if you've been with us the last few weeks, we do this at the end of every class. It's a way of thanking your instructors, thanking your fellow classmates, thanking the ballet gods, anyone who's doing your music, thanking everyone in the class. So we start in B+, so your right leg is behind like this, and we step across and curtsy, step across, curtsy, and then we'll do the bows. You step across, dig, bow, step across, dig, bow. And we clap.
Yeah. Awesome. I felt like our classes paralleled each other a tiny bit today with working a little bit more on the hand and the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
I love it when that happens.
Synchronicity.
Any questions?
Let me check online and see if there are any questions.
Yeah.
And if you are also watching this on YouTube later, you can always comment on your questions in the comments, and then we'll try to get to them next class, or we will look and then get to them next class. So yeah, just let us know.
Okay, I don't see any questions online, so do we have any here?
Mom. Mom, have to embarrass their kids.
Their job.
Yep.
Don't I know it? Almost 22 years I've been living with them.
Well, Jackie, do you want to do the usual announcements?
Okay. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on SAATH YouTube page, we have a choreography class. I didn't see who was teaching, so someone chime in if you know.
Surprise! I don't know.
Yeah.
So join us tomorrow for Divya's choreography class. So it's very different from this class. You'll learn about a minute of choreography. It's very fun, and you can sort of apply some of your body awareness and stuff you've learned in this class to that class. It's really fun. And then no Zumba class this weekend, but you can just check out SAATH's YouTube page and watch some of the classes from previous weeks and get your cardio in. And then Sunday morning at, what time is it, 10:30?
I think it's 10 a.m.
It's 10 o'clock.
10 a.m. we have beginner yoga with Darshan. So check out SAATH social media for that, more information on that, or our website. And then please donate if you're able to donate. That enables us to continue doing, putting on programming like that. So you can go to saathmn.org/donate. And then if you're watching on YouTube, there should be a banner below with some cool merch. And if you're on Zoom, you can go to saathmn.org and navigate to the store page. We have t-shirts, tank tops, leggings, face masks, tote bags, stickers, phone cases, you name it, we got it. It's all really cute. Our amazing marketing team has made some really cool stuff, so check that out as well.
And I don't think we've said before that Darshan's yoga class is not on the like SAATH MN main page. You have to go to like his own YouTube page, so it's just like Darshan Maya Yoga. But you can figure that out on social media too. What? Oh no. Okay.
My family's talking in the kitchen.
Oh.
Okay, I think that's it for today. Anything else for anyone?
So
Okay, see you
No,
guys
we
all
can-
next week.